into why, I just really don't think that I'm an IEE. So first of all, let me say that I'm the one who suggested from the beginning that I'm either an IEI creative or I'm an IEEH. So I had nothing against being an IEE. And people had even said before that whilst they didn't say this part. I've never liked when people type me something away from my self-image, but I never get petulant unless people are pushing on myself and trying to force it on me. And that's because of my complex PTSD and um my background with sexual assault, gaslighting, and other stuff, and like people constantly distorting me because of that is a double empathy problem. The biggest problem, so let's start with different models here. So the biggest problem with IEE for myself by modern socionics would be that I absolutely do not ignore an I. I am constantly averted upon the future and of how time moves in space across space, and I have a very keen perception of time and how trends turn out. It just does not fit myself at all. The next thing, I'm not a TI polar type. Um, I when if you had seen me in the past and you did not see me when I had brain fog, I absolutely am fine at separating boundaries between things and like even how I am able to separate psychopathology and things with like legal boundaries and stuff that I see in like definitions of things. Like I'm actually the one who first pointed out that how I was posting on the forum does not actually meet the criteria for spam. That was me. Like I was the first person who did that. I do not have TI polar, like at all. And people are misreading me and why I look rigid in areas with that. Like the whole like rule thing was false. I didn't like it because of how it made me hyper vigilant and reminded me of ABA therapy. Um and I was actually trying to like make like I was like advocating that there be more naturalistic rules and stuff. So like that's not it. Um I definitely don't have T hidden agenda. Like, yeah, my caretakers. Okay, where is it? Where? Oh, okay. I can't. That's not a C. Okay, let's see. Okay, so I'm gonna order it and you just take me back. Okay. Oh, so where was I? So I. Da, 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 da. First of all, let's go over other reasons. So I do not fit FE demo. I can only become expressive under certain conditions. Like right now, I'm being more expressive. Like when extroverted people put me in a certain mood and they activate that in me, then I can become more extroverted. That contradicts the definition of the demonstrative function. So the demonstrative function is something that can always be turned on, like it's always on. It's like a bold function. I'm so unexpressive sometimes that you never see it. So that is in contradiction to the demonstrative function. I'm not a free demo. So I don't ignore I don't ignore an I don't have TI polar. I'm not a negativist, especially for an Enneagram type 4. Like, no, I'm not. Like, look at how I had so much like hope for things and I focus on like what is good in other people. Like I even did with like Mu 4 and like stuff. So like no, like I'm not a negativist at all. Uh, No, especially for an Enneagram 4, which I'm 100% a fucking 4. Just more like result positivistic. Yeah. Okay, one more. So let me make sure this is the right one. That looks like a C, yeah. But needs to say C.
It does say C.
It says AC.
But it says USB-C laptop charger compatible with
Yeah,
HP
that's it.
Spectre, NV, Elite Book, 360, Pavilion.
Yes,
That's it?
that's it.
Okay.
Oh, process types, man. Process types. Speaking of that, I'm absolutely not a process type, except maybe only in Ashura. So anyhow, like the matter that I cannot like turn on my FE by itself and someone or a circumstance has to activate it in me, that is cautious FE. That is not FE demo. Like if I was FE demo, I would be confidently expressing like my FE all the time. That's just how a bold function works. In an extrovert's FE is bold. It's always on. If it's four-dimensional, it's something you always see. People have said numerous times they don't see FE in me, and my ex always said it. I fit cautious FE, and for I would be the inert, the attenuated placement of FE. So there's that. So I don't fit NI ignoring. I am not FI creative. I do not manipulate relationships like that at all. Like, no, I'm not. Um, but yeah, my SI is not one dimensional, especially for somebody who is autistic and neurodivergent. Like, I have a okay perception of comfort in creating it. It's SI plus. It is not SI minus. I focus on giving comfort and not removing it. So I am SI plus access. Yes, yes, I am. And I do not, it's not the mention of experience of myself. Like I've always like known like what will comfort me and others, like at basic, rudimentary levels. Um, and I even thought I was SP secondary because of it, and other people did as well, which is more evidence that I'm not one-dimensional aside. Um, I like knew how to comfort my dying dog, like just rubbing lavender all over her, propping her on pillows, and just stroking her head with a Q-tip to be less pressure on her. I like knew what to do to make my abusive father more comfortable sometimes, and I like can give like little tips here and there on it. It's not dimension of experience of me. It's dimension of norms and experience. It's not merely like experience alone. So I don't have one DSI. I just don't. Yeah, IEE is not the type that I am, and I have nothing against that typing. Again, like I used to think I could be IEE harmonizing. Like that was something I proposed for myself, IEI creative or IEE harmonizing, and it makes much more sense for my DCNH to be a creative subtype than it does a harmonizing. So my self typing is IEI creative. That's what I believe that I am. An REINI creative subtype. By classical ashram, I have less opinion on what I am, but I can tell you that it's not IE. EII might be possible for me by that model, but I don't I don't know what I am at that moment. I don't really have much info, but I can tell you I am not an IEE or an EII or an EIE by modern sociotics at all. No, no, I'm not. I am an II. In those models, I'm irrational, I'm introverted, I fit positivist, I fit result type, I fit the dimensionality of IEI. Like my SI role, like I social role play on SI all the time. That's something an IEE does not do. It is something that an EIE does not do. So I adapt on SI and I try to take rules on it. You know, I wanted to be a yoga instructor, like I wanted to be a health consultant. I want now to be a sleep therapist. You know, like it's a role play function. I'm role playing on it. It's not just this thing in me that needs a quote unquote dual or higher SD, higher HD function to hit in me. That's not it. That's not it for me at all. No. People are wrong about me entirely. I'm not an IE. I mean, I'm just not. And the way people were like putting it on me, like they were forcing it on me and like they were using it to insult me almost like, oh, like you don't have TI. Like I have brain fog. I'm sick. I have numerous health conditions. And like it's just how I am, and I'm defensive on it because of the emotional tone that they are taking to my own self, with like kind of like jabbing me, making like a meme, like a TI polar meme or whatever. It's not nice to do. So